Hello and welcome back to Motion Time. My name is Lloyd and today is Tipsy Tuesday where I will teach you some tips and tricks in Apple Motion. So for today's topic, we'll talk about grouping in motion. So let's start. Okay, so grouping in motion. So there are two ways to do groups in motion. The first one is when you group a series of layers on your canvas, and the other one is creating a group. So let's look how is it done. I have my motion project. So first, let's make some shapes in our group. So here in my canvas, I have 4 shapes. So let's group them. I'm gonna highlight all of them. Then Command Shift G. So this one, let's rename it Group 1. Then let's do another set of shapes. This time I'm gonna do Command Shift N. Then put those shapes in the new group that I made. Okay, so let's rename it. Let's rename it Group 2. So now we have two groups, Group 1 and Group 2. Earlier, I mentioned that there are two ways of grouping elements in motion. So now let's look at it. Group 1. So group 1, what we did is Command Shift G to group the items. Let's go to the properties, and as you can see, the position of the group is just like this, while the other group that I made from Command Shift G have these properties. So in the transform, you can see the position is on dead center. So why? So why choosing your grouping is important? Because, for example, group 1, the anchor point of the group is in the middle of the items in your group. This is important if you want to scale, especially scale in the center of those group. Oh, if you want to scale within that group. For example, let's make a simple animation. Let's do the scale. So let's add some keyframe. Okay, now I have my simple scale animation. As you can see, it scales in the center of that group. You can see that the anchor point here is located. Just like this, anchor point. So the other group, which is group 2, let's turn off group 1. So group 2, you can see that the anchor point is in the center of the canvas. Just like this, so you can see it clearly. So the anchor point is on dead center. So let's make another simple scale animation for group 2. I have now my simple scale animation. As you can see, it scales down in the center of the canvas, unlike group 1 wherein it scales in the middle of the group. Here, you can see it scales in the middle of the group. Then group 2 scale in the middle of the canvas. So the reason why it's good to know the difference between the two types of grouping in motion because it can help you decide in what way you want to animate some things in your animation or your motion project. For example, you want to do explosion, like how to say that, confetti explosion. Then you will need to use the group 2 grouping style, which is Command Shift N. Then put your elements there inside and just adjust the keyframe position of your elements. Then if you want to scale something relative to its position, then use group 1, which is Command Shift G. Then you will scale in the center of that layer. Okay, let's do another example. Let's make a circle, a simple circle. So I will make a circle. So as you can see, my circle has its anchor point on the middle of the shape. If we put it on a group, Command Shift G, it's still the same, right? However, Command Shift G. Then let's animate this circle using this scale property. So now you can see that the circle animates in the center. Let's do another example using the Command Shift N. So let's make another circle. And place it somewhere in the canvas. Okay, then Command Shift N, then put that circle on that newly created group. Select that newly created group, then you can see that the anchor point, yep, here on the middle. Then let's make another animation, scale animation, of course. And then you can see the circle scales from the middle of the canvas. Next, let's add another shape within that group and put it in a different position. Okay, so we have a rectangle now. As you can see, the rectangle is scales on the middle of the canvas. Let's another one and put it anywhere on the canvas again. I now have 4 shapes on my canvas. Then you can see that you already created a very simple explosion similar to an explosion effect in motion. However, the issue in here is that all of them animates on the same time. So what you need to do if you want to do a simple explosion is just duplicate this group, then delete the other elements or shapes, then duplicate again the first one and delete some elements there. And duplicate again and delete again. And on our first group, remove some shapes also. Okay, now just offset some of the groups anywhere you like. Okay, so that's it. We already have a simple shape explosion in motion using the command shift N, which is a different way of grouping an element in motion. So it was a very easy lesson. I hope that you enjoyed that Tipsy Tuesday topic, which is grouping in motion. Thank you for your time and see you again next time. Peace.